think let's see. I'm going to go live. We're going live. All right. The internet can totally see you now. Okay, we're going live on Facebook. I'm going to ink some photos. Just a project that I'm working on right now. I don't really want to go into detail what it is because I don't want to like spoil anything. But just a place where I can do like a little bit of easy work that I can stream. Just inking some photos. I'm bringing up getting so I can hear myself in my cans right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't want to be talking too long. Yeah, I was probably like this. All right, so I'm not going to talk like that. I can hear myself now. Sorry, whenever how do you say when you can't hear yourself, you tend to speak a little bit louder. Alrighty. Now let's see what we're gonna do. We're gonna ink some photos now. I turned in this page and they were like, no, we don't want to use photos on these things. And I used photos that you were able to, they had a license where you could use them as long as you change them, as long as they're modified. So I used them as a part of a bigger thing. So what I'm doing right now is just, I'm kicking it. We got screaming children in the background. What would the world be without screaming children? All right. We're just inking the character so that it has a more cartoony style to it, so that so we have a more cartoony style, so that it fits with the style of the rest of it. And then I'm going to adjust the colors. I'm live on Facebook or on YouTube right now, Heather. Okay, just to let you know. All right. And I know I just start these live streams. I don't even have anything set up to where I can see the comments. I'm going to have to do that. I should do that real quick. In case anybody happens to tune in. And, yeah, let's put the live chat right there. Okay, so we'll get the live chat right there. All right. I finally went in and bought this Lazy Nazumi app, which looks good. Looks pretty fun. I've been using it to do perspective. So I tend to do that, just drawing the same line over and over again because I'm a little bit of a speg. Alrighty, let's see. But yeah, I'm just inking a little bit of photos so that they fit in better, and we're going to adjust the colors just so you can barely tell that they're photos. Now, I've got a lot of experience as an ink, well, just as in all comic book art. So when you get to that point, you can it's easy to turn a photo into something that looks like something out of a comic book. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see. And as we go, we're just like making up lines just to make it look more comic booky. I'm gonna make these thick lines instead of trying to draw like the outside rails of them. We're just gonna make this a thick line for his face mask. And yeah, and then the top of the face mask right there. Are we not still live? No, we're still live. What's going on? Bad video sync. Buffers. Oh man, well shit. 4 seconds or less. I don't know how to do that. Let me see if I can fix this. Settings. Outputs. View bitrate. Let's see. Let's do 1500 and see what happens. Again, this is all still me testing stuff out. Okay, it's still streaming. Let me just check. No, I don't know why. Why is it still? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Is it going to stay live? Nah, I just screwed it all. No, it's still going. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's. It was me watching the buffering. Yeah, again, I'm still testing everything out. So just please forgive me if this video is a little kind of wonky. I also got screaming children in the background. I'm trying to get some work done today because I haven't got a chance to yet because I've been helping out, watching them this morning and this early afternoon. But I usually work nights anyway. Now we're going to. I'm just going in doing details on the face, just enough to make it look comic booky, to make it look like it fits the rest of the style. This is a chin guard, I think. I don't really know anything about sports, so I just kind of make it up as I go along. And yeah, you can see some of the close-up color work I just did on this page. Let's bring that. Let's just do boop, 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 boop. And just enough to make it look drawn in, to make it look like it fits the rest of it. Let's make that 9 instead of 10. I'm talking about my brush point, instead of making it a 9 instead of a 10. I'm often paying a lot of attention to how big my brushes are, not to make them too small whenever I'm inking, because you can often make things too small and it just kind of falls apart. Whenever you're done, all the lines are too thin. You're trying to be too careful, too calculated, and it just loses all energy. Sometimes it's the messiness that people dig. You know what I mean? People will say like, "Oh, your lines are so clean," and you're like, "Nah, it's messy on that one." But people like that energy. People like that natural energy in your work. And to get that natural energy, you gotta it's like capturing entropy. You have to capture the energy in the way you're moving your hand, the way you're moving your wrist. You have to capture the energy in your work in order to have energetic work. I mean, it seems simple to me. A lot of people don't get that though. I didn't get it for a long time, so I'm not gonna act like like I'm some big shit or nothing. But yeah, and I have to put a name for this stream. Alright, I think we got most of the little details. And then we're going to move on to this picture, this baseball pitcher here. So we can see him. Alright. And I'm at a 9, so he's going to need just really thin lines. And few, because it's smaller. We don't want to go into a lot of the details. We just want to get down what needs to be there to get the point across, which is this kid has a lot of sports stuff in his room. That's just the point we're trying to get across. And the photos by themselves look they just don't match the rest of it. And again, it was a shortcut. It was me attempting to take a little shortcut because I had a lot of revisions on this project, especially this page, and we just want to get down what we need to get down. All right, let's put that there. Now why? Okay, there we go. We need it right there. We need it right there. Right there. Let's do it. Again, we're just making up lines as we go along. We're just going to do perfect up, down. just, again, we're just putting down the basic details in these pictures. All our secondary details are done in terms of that color that we're just pulling from the photos. And again, some people will be like, "Oh, you ink photos?" Yeah, I do. It's a job. It's a job, and I get paid a certain amount, and I have to get it done as quick as possible to get money in my pocket. So yeah, I ink photos a lot, especially in the backgrounds, because one day I was working on double jumpers, and I drew Caesar's Palace, and I drew it, and it just looked like I traced it. So I'm like, well, this looks like I traced it anyway, so why am I like going through the trouble of like mapping all this out? Now, does that mean that like all I do is trace photos or backgrounds? No, it just means that like I know how to draw backgrounds, so I'm gonna take the easy way out sometimes. Some people have an issue with that. Some people will call it swiping, and I'm just like, that's such a limited opinion. In terms of somebody who doesn't know what the industry is actually like, somebody who doesn't know, what's like to be a professional artist in 2017. And you'll find there's limited opinions from people who talk about stuff like they know whenever they don't know shit. Now, some people do swipe. I mean, Greg Land swiped a lot from porn. Got mocked for it, and deserved to be mocked for it because it was funny. It's not a matter of just tracing a photo. It's a matter of what your intent is and whether you're actually skilled enough to know how to do something right where it doesn't stand out, where it's not like a sore thumb on the picture. All right, let's put a little bit of inks on this girl down here. We don't really need a lot on her. Again, she's very small. And our inks are just to fill in a look that we're going for. Alright, let's see. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if I didn't have the thing up if somebody's, I doubt anyway. Maybe one person's watching. Maybe that's me. I don't know. Am I the only person watching myself? How am I not myself? I don't know. But yeah, I think we're still live. I'll double check everything. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We're still live. Okay. Sorry. Again, this is all new to me. I don't really know what I'm doing in terms of the streaming stuff. So I'm just trying it out. Trying to see what I can make out of it. In terms of, I don't know, increasing the amount of people checking out my stuff. Maybe some of those people will become fans. Maybe they'll get commissions eventually. Maybe they'll buy, to support a book that I'm doing. I don't know. Just trying to get my stuff out there more. I'm bad with promotion. My sister's managing me now, so that helps because she's also helping to manage my promotion, and that's turning little things into big things. So yeah, we're just really trying to spread out. Trying to do this whole business thing right, this whole art thing right, and it's tough. It can be tough to, tough to work as an artist nowadays. And I know people don't want to hear like, oh, it's tough to draw pretty pictures. Well, you gotta hustle all the time. People in this industry they're rats. They're backstabbing rats. Let's be honest. Comics industry is full of a lot of like beta ass backstabbing rats. A lot of cats who either aren't getting laid or get laid for so long that they'll sell their soul for a little piece of pussy. Yeah, it's and then I have my problems with certain companies. Action Lab. And then working with them, they take advantage of motherfuckers and. They take advantage of motherfuckers, let's be honest. And I understand the business. I understand that, but you can't be taking advantage of motherfuckers and expect motherfuckers to just shut up. Everybody else shuts up in this fucking industry, and I just don't give a fuck that I'm not going to shut up. I'll call motherfuckers out. Because everybody's afraid that they're going to get blacklisted in this industry. I started out with a bad reputation, and I built my shit up based on a bad reputation, so I ain't got no problems with calling people out on their bullshit. I try to be a little nicer nowadays. I try not to like just get into fights, start fights. I still do. That's why my sister has my damn, what do you call it, my Twitter account where I can't access it unless it's on her phone, just so that I stay off of Twitter. Because I'm like bad like Trump on Twitter. I'm bad like Trump. It's no good. It's no good. Yeah, and but that's bad for business. But this is my stream. You know what I mean? Like, you tuned in. I'm gonna say what the fuck I'm gonna say. No, does that mean that like everything was bad working with Action Lab? No, they helped me out a lot, but they also took advantage of a person in a very vulnerable situation that I was in at the time, and it goes deep to the point where like the one of the guys that runs the company was trying to get me on psych meds, and they kept like pushing stuff on me, and yeah, and I felt like I was taken advantage of in terms of yeah, like they wanted me to stay sick, so that I would keep needing work from them, so that they could keep giving me work that didn't pay near what it should. And every time something would come up, oh, this is going to be big for you, Bill. This is going to be big for you, and nothing was ever big for me. But meanwhile, like, can I get a variant cover? Hey, y'all do variant covers all the time. Can I get a variant cover? I've given my whole to this business, to Action Lab, for at least 3 years. I had to beg to do one variant cover, and that's what I mean whenever I say I was taken advantage of by them. I was also taken advantage of personally by one of the guys who runs the company, where he was trying to get me on psych meds, where I am. Yeah, I think they wanted me to stay sick so that I kept. Well, no, I think that one person in the company who was pushing psych meds on me, one person who was like renting me out his basement, like an unfinished basement. I think he wanted me to stay sick so that I could just keep being a workhorse for them, for their company, and they, yeah, it got real uncomfortable real quick, especially after I spent a year in a cult, completely clean and sober. Your mom isn't here, bro. I'm on YouTube. You're gonna go. JT, get him out of here. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Dealing with kids, dealing with screaming children. Yeah, I felt really taken advantage of by that company, on a very personable level. Now I understand they might see things a different way, and I did some I am not without my sins. But even after I spent a year in a cult, clean and sober, to try to get my life back on track, they were still they still wanted to kind of treat me like I was sick and would just take any shit job. The only time they gave me a chance was because, all right, you know what? I have to end this stream. These kids are just they're killing this. But anyway, yeah, I'm checking this. I'm checking this out. You guys have a good one, and I hope you know. All right.